What are you doing with your tail? Why are you running up my stomach? Scoot. Scoot. The fuck?
Like, oh my goodness. You're okay, maybe.
Hey. I was reading stuff. Hey. I was just live with Fancy and decided normally I don't go live all the time on Sundays. I mean, I do sometimes, but I leave myself open to whether or not I'm actually going to go live, in case, something comes up or whatever. But, we'd been talking about going live to talk about that whole Mel thing. And then somehow it spiraled into other things. I don't know. But yeah, so yeah. She was talking about stuff I didn't think she was going to talk about tonight. From what I was aware, she was going to wait, but no. Um, but yeah, there was a few weird rabbit holes we went down for sure. Um, I don't know. I don't know. So I decided I was gonna come live anyways. I got about an hour and a half before I got to call him, make sure his alarm went off, whatever. I got to take him to work today. I'm gonna keep the car. Oh shit! I gotta take that thing back to Amazon. I haven't started my return yet, so I got to do that so I can take it back tomorrow or take it back to today, tomorrow. Depends on how you look at it, I guess. For me, it'd be tomorrow, whenever the hell I get up. But I guess essentially it's today. So, um, but I started seeing some sketchy names come in, acting sketchy. So I was like, yeah, time to go. Time to go. That and I wanted to be able to kind of have my own life for a little bit. I saw, I had some followers in there. Um, I think most of them are probably hers. I know a lot of mine don't necessarily watch the dual lives, which is perfectly acceptable. So I wanted to go live for the people who just wanted to be here, essentially. I have my back hurts and my legs got like I don't know, like a sore spot. So, oh, Jesus. My leg is not happy. My leg and my hip. I've been overexerting myself a little bit. Um, I woke up today feeling like I got hit by a bus, but it wore off as the day wore on. I felt better, so actually ended up going to the gym for like an hour and a half, I think. Hoping that if I did a couple things, maybe it would make this particular portion of my back feel better. Did not work, however. Did not work. I mean, maybe it worked a little bit. I don't know. Apparently, if I keep my leg up, I got my one leg kind of up and crossed. It's not as bad on my SI joint. So, I don't know. Maybe better, maybe not. I'm not really sure, but it's not worse. So, I mean, I guess that's a bonus. So tomorrow I gotta go take that back if I remember to start the return. We got a lot of stuff coming up in the next few days that we're gonna be doing. Today we did D&D. We did it on we were all here, but we did it kind of using an app, which honestly was nice because it made it easier for me anyways, but it was frustrating because we bought all this stuff and then we essentially don't need it, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. But yeah, back up. There we go. It's focusing better. Ever since I shoved my phone up there, it's been acting funny. What? No, I've been picking you up all day. You're good. You're good. Got like 6 things to return to Amazon tomorrow. Nice. I just have the one. As you guys know, I bought 2 of the complete series of Dawson's Creek, so I got to return one of them. They came the same day, and I'm going to return one of them. Got one of my followers to buy it too. She messages me today. She's like, I'm going to buy this. I'm like, buy the cheaper one. That's what I did. But yeah, I got to return that. So, and the gym ended up releasing one of my charges. So I'm just waiting for the cheaper charge to fall off now. So that's good. But I'm getting a little bit more color. I'm not quite as pasty. I'm not exactly normal color yet, but I mean I'm not quite as pasty, so that's good. I decided to up a minute in the tanner today, so next time I do it, I'm gonna try upping 1 more minute. Haven't got sunburn yet, so I feel like I'm doing all right. When I get sunburned, I'll know it's too much. So I'm gonna take it slow in the meantime. Like my husband jumped right in and did 9 minutes. I'm like, yeah, I probably came out a fucking crispy critter. So I feel like if I at least work up to it, I might be able to get there eventually, but definitely not going from nothing to that. I probably would have been maroon. No, thank you. I don't want a sunburn. I just want, trying to not look quite as translucent. Every time I put a freaking light on, I'm completely washed out because I'm so freaking pale. I just want to have a normal skin tone. Just normal. That's all I don't need to be sun-kissed bronze. I just would like to be a little bit more normal. I feel like I got a little bit of color to me, so well, like the one that I've been using, it's a stand-up one, so that's nice. I'm gonna try eventually, maybe the bed. They just scare me. I don't know. I feel like because you're laying on the one on the back. I'm worried my back's gonna burn to death. I don't know. I just feel like the stand-up ones. Obviously there's more breathing room. But I feel like you're not sitting right on top of bulbs, because I feel like sitting right on top of the bulbs is kind of sketchy. But I did try the new tanning lotion though, so it's pretty good. Not bad. Yeah. I've seen Final Destination. I'm a little paranoid. My husband was like, well, obviously you've never seen Supernatural because the same thing happens in Supernatural. I'm like, no, actually I haven't. Let's keep it that way. I don't need a complete fear of them. I'm already sketchy of the fucking lay down ones. I don't need to be sketchy of the tall one too. I got a couple stragglers. I've had just a couple. I got rid of whatever the fuck was going on with the ants finally. So that's good. I don't know what the fuck that was about, but apparently I managed to get rid of them, so that's good. Hey. The schedule, I mean, it's a good schedule, but it's kind of hard to wrap my head around of how I want to do things or what I want to do. I feel like I keep getting pulled, like, do this, do that, do this, do that, and then nothing gets accomplished. So, hi. My tooth. This tooth bothered me for a while, but it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just weird. I don't know. I know that, I feel bad for Fancy. I do, because she found out some stuff tonight that, I mean, if I was in her shoes, I'd be pretty upset. Which I'm sure she's going to end up talking about at length, because she talks at length. But I think she's trying to go about it the right way and kind of get her ducks in a row instead of just popping off, which is a good idea. But I do feel bad for her. It's hard when you think you can trust somebody and you can't. I mean, I've been there. Everybody in here has been there, where you think you can trust somebody and you can't. It's called, it's European Gold Dark Star 7000. I know, because I looked it up yesterday. She's going to end up having, I think honestly, the smartest way to do it would be for her and Brandy to go live together. This is a situation that I know nothing really about. So, like, I mean, if I was on a live, I'd basically be there for moral support, because I know, I don't know, 3 to 5% of what apparently is going on. She's shown me a bunch of screenshots and stuff, and I feel bad for her because it sucks. But this was all before my time. I don't know nothing about nothing. I feel a little agitated. I did get drug into it to a point. And I don't feel like people were truthful with me, but it's not something that's make or break or something that's gonna whatever. I just feel a little played. So someone was cheating. No. Fuck. Well, I think whenever she addresses the situation, it will make sense. When she was talking to me about it, and she's been on these diatribes before, and sometimes I listen and sometimes I don't, to be honest. But you hear the same thing over and over constantly, and you're like, eh. But apparently this time, there's actual, like, screenshots and shit, and so I do feel bad for Um, you know, it sucks when you think you can trust somebody and you can't. So, I think we've all been there. So, like I said, I think the smartest thing would be for those two to do a live and really explain whatever the situation is that's going on. I only talked to her for a few minutes before we went live, and so like I know what's going on, but I'm not I know what's going on, but I don't know what's going on. Does that make sense? I know what it's about, I know what it has to do with, but I feel like I'm missing some dots. So because I wasn't there. So but I'm definitely starting to question a lot of things and a lot of people. People that I don't know. Like I'm starting to question some people for damn sure. And some of it has to do with that situation, but not that situation. Kind of like the same cast of players, but kind of, but not really. You know, I keep getting, you know, people keep coming to me with their bullshit secrets, and I'm supposed to keep everybody's bullshit secrets, and it's frustrating. Um, you know, I've been keeping quite a few people's secrets as of late, and I'm just wondering at what cost. Um, and the fact that, you know, especially with there's things that I'm being fucking blamed for that have fuck all to do with me. Um, there's people that I don't understand I don't understand. I don't understand what the fuck some of these people are doing, or to what extent they're willing to go, or what their end game is, or fuck what their start game is, to be honest. um you know, it's frustrating because I keep hearing, you know, don't say my name and don't say my name and don't say my name, and it's like, how about you guys just stop fucking telling me this shit? Because all it boils down to is 15 people asking me if I know what's going on, and me going, well, yeah. And then they ask for particulars, and it's like, well, no, because you feel like, no, we're not talking about cheating, dude. Had to do with two friends. Um, and like, I don't know, man. Like I've been sitting here thinking about this shit for like a week or two, and it's just like, what is the point? What is the point? I'm getting drug into shit that I don't even want to be in. I didn't ask to be in. And now I'm sitting here holding the bag for everybody. Um, and for what? To hold everybody's fucking name so that nobody's held accountable for shit. And in the meantime, I'm being looked at for whatever. I don't think so. Like it's getting to be very, very frustrating. And this is not just at one person. This is at about 5 different people. These people come to me and they say that they're doing things for the greater good, and that, you know, shady people, you know, blah blah blah, whatever. And I'm just wondering, like, is anybody doing anything for the greater good? Just looking at these people and what the fuck is going on recently. Um, it's frustrating. And I'm sure, more than likely, if it's not being recorded now, it will be recorded later. I was told by a few different people that if I started talking to Fancy again, after Midnight said they were going to leave me the fuck alone, that if I started talking to Fancy again, they were going to go after me again. And number one, again, if your problem is just with her, then leave me the fuck out of it. You have no problem leaving me out of it, and now you do. Because apparently, now there is a video up of me trying to make me look sketchy, and I can explain the fucking video that you cut so lovingly to make it look like whatever the fuck it was you were trying to get across. So, I mean, I'll play it and explain it, because somebody fucking sent me this shit. And it's frustrating because I don't know what the end game is for any of this shit. I don't understand it. I've tried to understand it. I've tried to understand it for weeks. And I've been telling people I'm getting pissed off about holding people's fucking secrets and all this other shit. But this right here, I'm going to tell you right now. So we'll go time by time. Here, if it sounds like high school, you don't have to be here. Have fun. Talk to yourself. There you go. Talk to yourself. Anyway, I'm going to play this video and I'm going to explain something. Okay? So,
if you do see anything, you can go ahead and hit our inbox, or you can send it to the parody account, and that's all we're going to say about it anymore. Does that make sense? Well, guys,
so for people who are like, oh, Fancy must be involved with the parody account. Again, for the 19,000th fucking time. Yes, the parody account reached out to me and Fancy back in fucking... First, she actually messaged me under some other fucking TikTok. And I didn't really pay her any attention. She wasn't under the parody account at that point. Couple weeks later, the first official parody account reaches out to me, and they sound familiar. And I'm like, have I talked to you before? And they're like, well, yeah. And I was like, are you... And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay. I was like, why didn't you just say that? And they reached out to me and Fancy because we were being targeted by Thea. And she also, for whatever reason, unbeknownst to me to this day, also for whatever reason, had a problem with Thea. And has had a problem long before she met me. Or that I even fucking knew Thea as far as I'm fucking aware. Because this person reached out to me when I looked back, it was about January 30th. And the first video I ever made in Thea's direction was February 5th. So we had exchanged some kind of words between the 20th and the 5th. But the first... I don't know, shots fired moment, was February 5th. And she reached out to me January 30th. And so she reached out, and I guess I had cut ties with Fancy. I didn't even know until I started talking to her again that she was also talking to this person. I didn't know that because I wasn't talking to Fancy, so I didn't know. And apparently she had been talking to both of us the entire time. I did not know this. And so, yeah, when she was... Sorry, I got sidetracked. When she says, give it to the parent... Oh, okay, so she must have been, according to that, she must have been talking to both of us. I didn't realize she had continued talking to Fancy, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, when she said send it over to the parody, I don't know why the fuck she said that. But I know, I can tell you, she's not involved. This person is one person. And multiple people know who this person is. This is a one-person operation, and she's got it out for Thea. Okay? She does. And I see a lot of her points on a lot of things. And I also don't see some points on some things. Okay? But she reached out to me at the end of fucking January. Okay? That's all I can tell you. Now, one thing that is irritating the shit out of me about this particular video is this right here.
Just see apparently that the crime parodies in here. As you can see, everything it's obviously not us.
So,
It's occupied.
I said it's obviously not us. Look,
The
my hands.
person behind
Shit.
Crime Talk News.
I said my hands are occupied, and it says that's a weird thing to say considering no one said anything about that. You know exactly why I said that. You know 1,000% why I fucking said that. Don't try to make it out into something to try to make me look sketchy. You know exactly why the fuck I said that. Because you and your little asshat friends were over on Reddit trying to blame me for all of this shit and had been blaming me for a very long time because apparently I fucking have no idea why, but somehow it got put out there that I fucking run this shit. So I'd been sitting there getting this shit sent to me, talking about how I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that. So yeah, I was on a live and I was like, oh, look, there's the parody. Here's my hands. So that's a weird thing to say considering no one said anything about that, eyeballs. You did though. You did. And that's exactly why I was saying those things, because you accused me of doing the shit on Reddit multiple times, multiple accounts. Some of them, I don't even know. They could be the same fucking people. I don't know. Maybe that many people thought it. I don't know. And I do not understand what I cannot get through y'all's fucking head. If I want to say something, I'll fucking say it. I don't have to hide. And so that particular thing that you tried to cut and make it look like, oh, why'd you say that? That's so sketchy. No. Y'all had been accusing me for however long at that point that I was like, here's my hands. It's not me typing. So the next part.
The person behind Crime Talk News parody TikTok is not Ryan. I talk to that person almost on a daily fucking basis.
Then come into the live while my hands are busy.
Number one.
Either way,
That particular screenshot, I can't freeze it quick enough, but it says something about trying to convince. And you can see the look on my face of what the fuck. Courtney was very well aware of who the parody account was. I was. Fancy was. And about half a dozen other people. And so Courtney went up there to try to say, yeah, it's not. I know the person. But that wasn't good enough. So it said something about look at her trying to convince us it's not her. This is exactly why I was doing this shit of look at my hands, because that's exactly it. Because you guys are fucking trying to get me in fucking whatever, trying to say that I'm doing shit that I'm not fucking doing. Let's go to the next clip.
person that posted it is not the parody account. They made that name so that I would get pissed.
Why would that make you pissed, Ryan? Eyeballs. I don't know what clip you cut it from. Because you cut it real conveniently. So I don't even know what the fuck my next sentence was. So feel free to post the whole clip because I'm sure you're here or you'll watch it later or whatever. And then maybe if I hear it, I can fucking explain it to you. But all I know is you play that small part right there of why I'd be pissed. I have no idea. You'd have to play the whole fucking clip. But that's what you guys are great at doing. Oh, and then you say, well, that's why we record your whole life and post it up. That way you can't say that we cut it differently. You're going to have to refresh my memory as to why I was pissed. Because whatever that fucking was months ago. But it sure as fuck ain't because I was running it. I don't know what the fuck more has to be said or done. That person has both typed in my live, came in my live, talked on the fucking live. Matter of fact, in your next video, because I looked at both of them, because then they just go on about Midnight and they talk about fucking Midnight and all this shit. I don't know. My question is this. So Midnight's all fucking butthurt. People are calling her Thea, right? And now, weirdly, Midnight is posting about the parody page, which I don't understand why Midnight cares about the parody page, because the parody page is going after Thea. But you're not Thea. But you care about what the parody page is posting about because you're not Thea. Not saying you are Thea, but that makes no fucking sense. Personally, my personal opinion, Thea's not smart enough for this. And if she's involved, it's with other people. And this account, in some capacity, has to be more than one person or you never sleep. Okay? Because it's nonstop. You guys are recording lives, you're posting this, you're posting that, you're on lives. It's got to be more than one fucking person behind this fucking account, obviously. And so I just don't understand why the parody account offends Midnight. The parody is going after Thea. Now, to be fair, because she thinks Thea is Midnight, I'm sure that could be possibly a problem. There you are. Hold on. Ha! Hey, Ryan, ready to admit you were wrong the entire time and I'm not Thea. You accused me of zero proof for months because you post my account saying I was Thea. This is not rocket science. Okay. So, I don't know who you are. I don't. And the parody account is very, 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 very convinced it's you. I have no idea who you are. None. I have no idea. I think you're a multiple account. Can you at least verify that? Because if so, you don't sleep. There has to be more than one of you behind it. Now, I've been told many a things. Many a things. And since you're in here, whoa, holy shit. The video started again. Since you're in here and you want to have a conversation, let's have a conversation. And I'm not even being shitty. Let's have a conversation. You posted yourself today? Where? What is a black cat? Where did you post yourself today? Let me look. Let me see your face. That'd be great. I'd love to know who I'm speaking to. I know you call yourself Jessica. Ryan, if you don't know, then you're not. What? Okay, you're one person. You have a lot of time on your hands. Holy Christ. Where did you post yourself? I would love to see this. I mean that genuinely. I would love to see this. Like for real. Now, here's the deal. So, you did go on a live, on Fancy's Live. And there was Midnight and Thea in the box at the same time. Right? I don't go on Reddit. How many times do I gotta tell you guys this? You guys send me shit, but I don't go there. I don't know how to function the site. That's not going to help me. That's not going to help me. All right. She's one person, however, we know who supports him. What? Who supports him? Him who? Well, great. Why don't you put it on TikTok and tag me then? Help me out. Help me understand. By the way, since you're here, maybe your friend has been open with you. I'm glad you're here because my next topic may or may not interest you. I'm not sure. She has a big ass. Oh, okay. Okay, you sent it in it's in your inbox. I sent it to you. Hold on. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Sent it to my what inbox? Where? Help. Okay, so you know what? You may know this or you may not know this. Midnight. But your friend, maybe she's been truthful with you. I kind of hope so. Hold on. Are you talking about this post? Because she said this is Belle. Okay, this is Belle. This is not the post she's talking about. You need to find a different post. That's Belle. She said that you said that, and she said no, that's Belle. There's another post. Apparently, there's another post. Okay, so to continue. Okay, she's gonna go get that. All right, to continue. The other thing I was about to say, I was having a whole live about holding people's secrets and shit, right? So, your friend, another fucking secret of mine that I've been holding on to for weeks, and I'm sure you may know this, but they were very explicit in the fact they didn't want you to know this. They did not want you to know this. So maybe I've seen you guys are butt buddies now, so maybe she confessed. I don't know. But I'm tired of holding people's secrets. So there is a group of people trying to figure out who you are, right? There's a few of them because you're elusive and you hide. So congrats for not hiding anymore. I applaud that. There was a group of people who wanted to know who you were. So one of them infiltrated your ranks. Okay. And that person apparently did a damn good job. Let's be real. They did a damn good job. And it's frustrating because in your second video that I was going to touch on is this one. And see, now I have a different take on this because I already knew what was going on, which is why I was pretty fucking quiet.
We're not understanding you. Fans, we've never heard your fucking voice. Prove it. Come up in the box here right now in the box and prove you're not Bree. No, I don't have like 5, bitch. I got 3 fucking charges.
No, I'm serious. Just wait.
15 and 25 years ago.
No, I'm serious. Just wait a minute. This right here.
Hold on. I'm asking you a question.
If you don't
Why
believe
are you
me,
putting my account with other people's account, accusing me of being Thea?
if you don't believe me,
you are.
Well, I'm not.
if you don't believe me, go back to that live.
Gypsy, I am not.
And in that live, I said, I have a friend who vouches for this person. Go back to that live if you don't believe me. Before they got in the box, I said, I have a friend who vouches for this person. They talked. I was pretty quiet. And then I said, yeah, you know what? You do sound like Midnight because you guys do have very similar voices. And I said that. But before she got in the box, I said, I have a friend who can vouch for this person. And after that live, after I said that she kind of sounded like you, I got messages in my inbox. And they told me who it was. They were telling me that they were plausible deniability. They said that they were fucking, they had a plan. I am not aware exactly of what the plan is, but it was to essentially get in. And if you don't believe me, go listen to the fucking live. I'm not trying to snow you. There's nothing I want to think will work on you. I'm telling you the fucking truth. Screenshots and all, dude. Go back to that live. You'll hear me say, I have a friend who can vouch for them. At that point, they told me, I said, who the fuck is this festering? Is this also Midnight? And they said, no, they're good. Don't worry about them. They're just doing something. And I said, okay. So they come up in the box and I say, I have a friend who will vouch for him. they sound like you. And I say, wow, you really do sound like her. Well, apparently that upset her. She went to said friends message me and say, let people think she's Thea. Don't let anybody know who she is. Just let them think she's Thea. If you let on that you know who she is, it's gonna look like we're working with you. And so don't let them know that it's not Thea. Just be quiet. Just let it sink down. So I've known who your friend is for a while, and I was asked to keep it quiet, and I did. And then this very same person who is literally, supposedly, part of the reason that they were trying to find you is because you were shitty to people, including me. And then I see your friend, the person who was supposed to be infiltrating you, starts making or following people that were being shitty to me, which was weird to me because as far as I was aware, we were friends. Okay. Hey, over here. So I am very confused what your friend's plan is here or what she is up to. And I'm sure when you go to talk to her, no, I don't. I have all the screenshots. They didn't tell me something wrong. I am very well aware. I'm sure you guys don't want to think this or whatever. But hell, you know what? No, let's go that route. Please tell me what I got wrong. Because at this point, I don't believe anything that anybody tells me. I really don't. Because no matter what I get told, I find out that there's some fuckery behind it. So hell, maybe you have a piece of info I need. Who the fuck knows at this point? All I know, with tons of screenshots, is your friend was in a group with my friends that were trying to figure out who Midnight was. So they made this whole account going after April to get your attention. It fucking worked. Now you guys are like this, and I don't understand, because I was going to have this whole conversation anyway. It's just convenient you guys showed up. I don't understand how somebody can go from Midnight is wrong, Midnight is horrible, what Midnight does to people is awful, to making the same content, commenting constantly, and acting the same exact way. And then in the meantime, I'm being told, hey, it doesn't matter that she's following pages against you. Please don't tell anybody who she is. Why the fuck do I owe her that? Why the fuck do I owe her that? I'm very confused. Because obviously, she doesn't have my best interest in mind, so why the fuck should I have somebody else's best interest in mind? So, just so you know, whether or not you maybe they came clean with you. I don't know. I'm not in there. I don't. Maybe they came clean with you and said, hey, you know, I did this, but like, whatever. I don't know. Stop trying. Excuse me? Excuse me. You know who Rez is? Stop trying to isolate her. Isolate who? The fuck are you talking about? How could I isolate somebody I don't even know? That makes zero sense. So you told the truth? So you told them the truth? Is that what you're telling me? Because you said I have bad info. What info do I have wrong? What info do I have wrong? Please enlighten me what info I have wrong. Because that is exactly what I was told. By getting people to believe a lie? Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what the fuck, what? Are you literally going to try to tell me that I'm a liar, Crow? Are you going to try to tell me that? Are you seriously going to sit here and try to call me a fucking liar? I sat here. I sat here with you and your friends. I think you accused her of something she did not do. What? What did I accuse somebody of not doing? Or what did I accuse of somebody of something they didn't do? What is it that I accuse somebody of that they didn't do? Please enlighten me. Help me to understand. Because the problem is there are people playing so many sides, it's unreal. Just like you were with your friends saying you were going after midnight. And now here you are. The rumor I started about her? What rumor? Jesus Christ, you sound like Kim now. What rumor did I start about her? Because I know what the fuck she put out there. What rumor did I start about her? Oh, that one? You mean where we have tons of screenshots of you guys alluding that my husband, because my husband knew a guy 5 years ago and hung out with him once and didn't clean out his Facebook, that somehow because his buddy got popped for doing something fucking awful, that somehow my husband had something to do with that? They're the ones who posted it. There was no rumor to be had. They posted it. We have the screenshots. That is fact. That is not a rumor, bro. And then apparently somebody, again, more screenshots, went on to try to, I don't know, defend me somewhere. And they were like, oh, so you support P3DOs? So not only do you put it out there and insinuate it, but then when somebody talks about me, you literally then tie in that thing. Okay, I don't know if you understand this. So I'm going to explain it to you. When you put out a rumor like that, and you live in the fucking South, okay, there are kids around here that watch me. I know this because they used to tell my kid. Okay, so there's people here in my town where their kids go to high school. And I don't know if you know anything about the South, but if Julie comes home and says, oh my God, guess what? You know that woman I watch? Her husband, do you know what Bubba's going to do? Bubba's going to take one for the fucking team. I don't think you realize where the fuck I live. So yeah, if somebody came up on some bullshit fuck ass rumor, yeah, that could absolutely end up with something bad for my husband. Abso-fucking-lutely. That is not a rumor. Her insinuating that my husband had fuck all to do with a guy 5 fucking years ago that he's met twice and happened to put him on his Facebook that he doesn't even use, so he didn't clear it out. Bro, are you for so fucking serious right now? You literally put, oh, look, you guys are buzz buddies because he put that in a fucking photo. And, oh, look, this is who they hang out with. You were alluding to. You didn't have to say it. It was alluded. It was fucking alluded to. And that is enough for stupid people. Okay? That is enough. There's going to be some fucktard that's going to read that and think exactly what it fucking sounds. And so, yeah, it does put it out there. Did she say the words, Andrew is a P3DO? No. No. Did she say Andrew has hung out with a guy who is, and they're buzz buddies, and this and here they are being besties? And you know my saying, birds of a feather flock together. I was friends with his girlfriend. Okay, I was friends with his girlfriend for about 4 to 6 months. And I used to hang out with her. And one day we all hung out together. And he took a picture and he posted it. My husband barely fucking knew the guy. But for some fucked up reason, you guys went to my husband's Facebook, who has fuck all to do with this. Fuck all. If you have a problem with me, have a fucking problem with me. But for some reason, you went to my husband's Facebook that I cannot comprehend. I do not understand why that happened. You go through his list of 264 people, manage to find the one person with a fucking record, tie it to my husband, and allude, hey, look, they're friends. So yeah, you alluded, birds of a feather flock together. That's exactly what you alluded to. Which, therefore, trust me, this is the South. People are fucking stupid. They're going to see that on Reddit. Go home. Tell Bubba George. Bubba George going to grab his fucking 006, wherever the fuck gun that is. I don't know. Might have made it up. And he's going to take one for the fucking team so somebody doesn't go by his little girl. So yeah, that absolutely could have gotten my husband hurt, killed, whatever. 1,000% There's no rumor to be fucking had. Those bullshit posts that alluded to my husband, who has fuck all to do with this. Fuck all to do with this. Could have absolutely got him fucked. Absolutely. Okay, but all of this was dropped, correct? Please stop saying you guys. Well, you're here saying that we're talking about it, sweetheart, because you told me about a rumor that I started. So you told me about it, and now I'm telling you where you're fucking wrong. I didn't take part in that snark. No, while you were being friends with your friends, saying you were going to go infiltrate Midnight to find out who they were, you weren't in that snark. You were busy trying to figure out how to infiltrate, remember? I continually bring it up. Oh, I don't know, because gee, wonder why. Because what I can't understand is why somebody, A, would go real world like that, hunt down my husband. First of all, bring my husband into it. Number one, the fuck he's got to do with shit. 2, go to my husband's real life Facebook, go through his real life friends, go to every fucking profile and find the motherfucker, which you don't even have it on his profile. So how the fuck did you figure it out? Then, hold on, I have lost my train of thought. Then, after you do that, I lost my train of thought again. Motherfucker. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. You're a trip, dude. You're a trip. So, you're in that Discord with your 2 friends that I talk to all the time, and Iris. You know, Rez's best friend, Iris? You're in that Discord with Iris, remember? The one that I used to be in? You remember that? You made funny photos of Fancy. People were concerned I was promoting Midnight. I got to know her and laughed at and was warned about her. No, that's not how it was, sweetheart. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. No, see, again, your two friends that I refuse to name, and Iris and I and my mod, we're all in a Discord together. And y'all were trying to figure out who it was. And then when you went up in the box, I even said, I have people who will vouch for this person. It's not Midnight. I made the joke that, yeah, you sound like her because you fucking do. Because you fucking do. And then lo and behold, they're like, oh no, don't let anybody know that you know that it's her because she's doing something and we don't want the cover blown. The fuck. So I sat on that shit. Because I got told it within like fucking 15 minutes and I was going to message you and I was going to go live and I was going to be like, oh no, it's not Midnight. Don't worry. I know who it is. And they're like, don't let her know because if you let the world know that you know who she is, then Midnight's going to get scared off. Well, good for you. I guess the plan worked. Congratulations. Mission accomplished. Do your friends know that you know? You know, your friends that have told me they would stand 10 toes down for you, do they know? Did you share that information? Or what? Did you just flip? How did that work exactly? Because that's not how it started. It's apparently how it finished, but that's not how it started. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to think that Midnight is Thea. Sure. There's also a lot of reasons not to. Number one, I'm going to give you a kudos here, Midnight. You're a hell of a lot more well-spoken and well-written than Thea, which is where my fucking doubt came in. Thea is not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed, if you haven't noticed. However, I also think that you're more than one person to count. Otherwise, you don't sleep. Everyone that has come to me, I have told them I am protecting her. I hope your friends know that. You know, the friends that apparently just mean fuck all to you now. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm sure they'd be thrilled. I'm sure they'd be thrilled. Jenny, who are you talking to? I believe that you were talking about everything you know about somebody else. What do you mean? Oh, I don't know what you're saying. So sorry, I haven't been exactly reading the chat. Sorry about that. Oh, everyone you're in contact with already knows that you know Midnight and your besties. Cool. Perfect. Thank you for that answer. I appreciate you. Like I said, maybe you guys have answers that I need. Because if that's the case, the people that I'm sitting here protecting have fucked me. So I appreciate you. I'll make sure that that's the truth. And if it's the truth, then I don't have to hide anybody. Because if that's how the games are going to be played, fuck them all. Fuck all of them. I don't understand how the fuck you go from literally getting in with a group of people saying that they're wrong, that Midnight is wrong, to literally doing that. I don't understand it. And then to try to say that I started a rumor about somebody based off of what they posted. I didn't just pull this shit out of my ass, bro. They made a post that was shitty as fuck. Could have gotten my husband hurt in the fucking South where I live. That is a fact. That is not a rumor. That is not a rumor. That absolutely could happen. Now, is it a totally possible thing? Yeah. Is it a thing that would probably happen? No. But you also have no idea the fucking weirdos that I live around. I live in the Bubba South, bro. Like, something like that, their kid coming home, misconstruing an alluding post as a factual post, goes home, tells her dad, dad grabs a shotgun and ends up at my house because guess what? Some of y'all motherfuckers try to tell people where I live. So yeah, it was actually a very real fear of mine. Yeah. There is no rumor to be had. She put out shitty posts that alluded something that could have gotten my husband hurt. That is a fact. That is not a rumor. That is a fact. You don't understand, apparently, what it is like to live in the South. That shit might play in California. It don't fucking play in Kentucky. Okay, I'm going to say this again. I met the girl in 2021. We were friends for 6 months. We were not friends by the time my daughter had her son. So we were not friends by June of 2021. I believe she was about 7 months pregnant. So April of 2021 was the last time I basically talked to her from my recollection. Okay. My husband, again, hung out with us once, twice, I don't know. Added him on Facebook. That's what you did. Okay. We've not seen nor spoken to, the girl's dead now. We have not seen nor spoken to them since 2021. And he went away in November of 2022. So we would not have known any of that shit was going on. I had no fucking clue. I was shocked when it hit the fucking news around here. I couldn't believe that I had been to that motherfucker's house and somehow didn't catch on, but they didn't have kids when I knew them. They ended up fostering a little girl. Not even kidding. They ended up fostering a little girl after I stopped talking to them. When we knew him, I knew the girlfriend. Was he there at the house sometimes? Yeah. But I was friends with the girlfriend. He hung out with him once or twice, a year and a half prior to him getting popped. Number one, not everybody talks about things they've done, things they do. Number two, I could not have known what the fuck was going on a year and a half in the fucking future. When we knew them, there was nothing to ever think that he was normal. I mean, as well as I knew the guy, which wasn't very well, he was normal. So you want me, because, shut up and leave me alone, because you want me to know somebody's sick brain that I barely know a year and a half before it happens. And that's somehow our fault. It'd be different if we somehow managed to miss it. But I'm sure you know this. People with those predilections usually are pretty quiet about it. They don't go screaming from the rooftops. Which is probably why we had no fucking clue. But I gotta know, how did you actually find out? Because the weird thing that I can't figure out is, number one, you would have had to go through 264 people to find the one person with the fucking record, okay? Then, even after you went to his Facebook, it was never listed on there. So how exactly did you happen to just stumble upon this guy? Because you didn't do it by going through the fucking Facebook. Let's be real. So you found it some other way. How'd you find it? Because I'm pretty sure you found it first, and then you went to the Facebooks and pulled up all the pictures, you know. So I gotta know. That's something I've always wanted to know. Little birdie tell you somewhere? Because that's the only thing I can figure. I know my camera's driving me crazy. Trust me. It's either I sit in the dark with a shitty camera or I have a good picture that autofocuses. I don't know what to tell you. So no, I'm not going to apologize for stating a fact. When you put out something, even alluding, did they ever come out and say that my husband is a P3DO? No. Did they say that my husband has been friends with one and therefore they're buzz buddies? What else are they doing together? Does that allude to something? Yes. So, hold on. You changed the story and I said he was. He was what? Well, then I will tell you right now. In front of the camera. Here you go. After it was pointed out to me, I went back and looked. And all you ever did was allude. But in the South, alluding is enough, which is where the "you put my husband's life in danger" goes. Because at the time, that's what I thought. I went back and looked at the screenshots, and they're all just alluding. But alluding is enough to get him hurt or killed in the South. Period. So, you never actually said the words, "Andrew is a P3DO." No. However, in one of your chat groups, Discord, somewhere, I don't know, I've seen the screenshot. I don't know where it is. I'd have to ask the person who got it. When somebody had stuck up for me in some kind of way, you said, "We don't support people that are involved with P3DO." So if you're not accusing him of being one, why would you make that comment on that screenshot? We don't support people who deal with that, but we don't deal with that. So are you saying we do? Because if you're saying that a minute ago, you're saying you never said that, but now you're telling people that you don't agree with people who support that, but we don't support it. So make it make sense. Either you didn't say it or you did. And if you didn't say it, then why on that screenshot are you saying that we don't support people who support this? Because we don't support it. And if that's what you're saying, then you are literally saying that you are accusing him of that. Are you deaf, Crow? In those screenshots, it does not actually say the words "he is." It alludes. How many times do I gotta say this? There was a live where I said that she said it. Mm-hmm. And then after that, there was another live where I said alluded to after I looked at those screenshots. Still fact that what they said alluded to something that could have gotten him hurt. Period. There's no rumor other than the fact I misspoke, and I did, that they explicitly said the words. They did not explicitly say the words. They alluded to. People hated her long before that, dude. That's why you were going after her, remember? Do you remember that? Like, are you seriously okay right now? Because the whole reason you were going after her is because of how she acted. You know, at least in all of this, I can say, you know what? I was wrong. I went back, I looked. It doesn't state it explicitly, it alludes. Here I am saying, you know what? It was alluding. It didn't actually accuse, although after I said that, somebody did come up with a screenshot saying, well, we don't support people who support it. So you're saying we support it, which means you're accusing. So I don't fucking know what to tell you. But regardless, you were going after her. That is why you are there now. You are literally where you are now because you were doing some weird infiltration bullshit. Why were you infiltrating? Because you and your group of friends were trying to find out who she was because you did not agree with her. Well, great. I'm glad you made a new friend. I'm not wrong. And unfortunately, I can't say anything because I promised the other two people that I wouldn't say their names. But you know exactly the two that I'm talking about. And if it wasn't fuck all o'clock in the morning, I'd fucking call her and tell her to come in here and see. But she probably ain't fucking up. So let's see. Maybe I'll get lucky and she'll be awake. Let's see. Where's the other one at? Hold on. She probably ain't up. See if either one of them fucking reply. Because here's the deal. If they're giving me bad info, then fuck them. But I know what I've been told. But again, that's exactly my point. That's what I go back to from the beginning of this live. You never know who the fuck is telling the truth in anything anymore. That is exactly the point I was trying to prove. So, I mean, thanks for proving it to me. Because if they want to try to say that this didn't happen, good. Then I guess I've made my circle smaller. So I kind of appreciate this right now, to be honest. Either one of them up? No, not yet. Cool. Because I find it funny that after you hop in the box and I say I got friends who will vouch for you, and they say don't say nothing, don't say nothing. We don't want midnight knowing that you know each other or the jig is up, essentially. Why would I be told that? Also, new thought. How did you know I was talking about you right now? Were you just in here lurking? Because I haven't actually, as far as I'm aware, maybe I let it slip, haven't really said who I was talking about, but you were here. So you just lurking? I'm just very confused. How did you know you were brought up, dude? How did you know? Because I didn't say any names. So nobody could have typed you, oh, Brian's talking about you. So what were you doing? Just here lurking? Why aren't you on your normal account? Where's your normal account? You know, the one that I blocked and unblocked? The one I accidentally blocked and then I unblocked for you? Why aren't you on that one? That's the one you usually come in on. What do you mean, what's your normal account? Okay, cool. I know your friend said you were fucking nuts, but Jesus Christ, I had no idea. All right, cool. You know what? Cool. You win. You win. Everything you said is right. I'm wrong. I imagined the last 4 months. It's okay. It was a fever dream. I promise. Right now, all I want to do is get a hold of them, see if I've been fucking played, and peace out. Because if I've been played, peace out. That's all I want. That's all I want. I appreciate you. Thank you. So there, exposing. Are you happy? You never distinctly in public face, you never explicitly said the words that my husband was one. Just alluded that birds of a feather. My bad. But then you doubled down in a fucking group of some kind and said, we don't support people who support that. So if you weren't saying it before, you kind of said it then. Granted, at least it was privately. So there you go. All right, how's about this one? Midnight. Why don't you apologize for alluding to it then? I mean, after all, I've taken responsibility and said, hey, you never explicitly said it. I've taken accountability. So why don't you say, wow, I didn't think of it that way. I should have never alluded to something that I didn't have the facts on. And we can civilly walk away. All I've ever wanted is for you to take accountability for what the fuck you said and the fact that it could have literally put my husband in jeopardy. So you take your accountability, I'll take mine, and we can part ways. I got no problem. I got no problem. You did not lie about what? You alluded that my husband did those kind of things. So you're saying, aha. So if you didn't say it and you're saying you did not lie, then you are alluding that he's done those things, correct? Because if you didn't lie and you alluded, then you are saying that he's done those things. With zero proof. Because he knew a guy a year and a half prior. I mean, can you even take fucking accountability that something you said could have gotten somebody hurt? Maybe you didn't think that far ahead. Maybe you don't understand how the South is. I don't know. Maybe you didn't, because I can tell you if I was in Michigan, it wouldn't have been as scary. But it is down here. And that is exactly why I was so goddamn angry. It wasn't just some fucking joke. Down here, that shit gets you killed, dude. Because if you're saying that you didn't say it and you're not going to apologize for not lying because you did not lie, then you are literally alluding that he did it. Do you see where you stepped in shit there? That it happened, that it. So you're saying that you would apologize for the fact that it could have had horrible ramifications? Or the fact that you didn't have all of the information to even allude something like that and just pulled it out of thin fucking air without fact checking it? I mean, Jesus Christ, how many people in here know somebody who did something shitty? That doesn't mean that they're a part of it or do it or partake in it. And especially the fact when we didn't even know the motherfucker when he fucking went down for that shit. I was shocked. He seemed normal. He had more Funko Pops than an entire store. But other than that, he was normal. And I'm sure you're friends with people who are shitty too. And trust me, I was shocked and fucking disgusted when I seen that. As was he. Yeah, so do I. See what happens? I knew a girl for 6 months. 6 months. And somehow, because of somebody I knew in 2020 fucking 1, somehow, I wouldn't even say my husband and him were friends, dude. Me and the girlfriend were friends. They tagged along like boyfriend husbands do. And they hung out with us one night. So, technically, if you want to go that route, I was friends with the girlfriend. He was my husband. That was her, whatever the fuck he was to her, fiance. Neither one of us were friends with him. I was friends with the girlfriend. So, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why my husband got brought into it to begin with. Actually, why don't you explain that to me? Why don't you explain why you brought my husband into it? Because what's weird to me is from everybody that apparently has grown to love you, you went after me. According to Harley, you went after me. And this is just what I got from the screenshots. You went after me because I guess you thought in your head that I was doing all these nefarious things to you. But then you realized it was April and you left me alone. Those are the screenshots I got from Harley. Is that accurate? Who apologized? Who apologized to who? I'm confused. I'm asking a question. How did my husband get brought into any of this? Because allegedly, the only reason I was brought into this is because she got it on some fucking authority that I was going after her when I'm not even on Reddit. So I couldn't have went after her because I'm not on Reddit. So then she's like, oh, hey, wait, no, you know what? It wasn't Ryan. It was all April's people. I'm not going to go after her anymore. Great. And you know what? Thank you. Thank you for not going after me till today. Thank you for not going after me till today. I applaud you. But Bree told me you weren't going to go after me anymore 2 weeks ago. Bree said you weren't. Kim said you weren't. And here you are. What? Because I'm talking to April? Oh no, I didn't know that somebody else gets to decide who the fuck I talk to. And again, I ask you, why did my husband get brought into this? Oh no, she got called Thea. Oh no. And it's simple. You know how to decide you're not Thea? Put your fucking face on something. Do you know how easy that could have all been averted for the past 6 months? If you don't want to be called Thea, put your fucking face out there, show people you're not Thea, and holy shit, it goes away. All she ever had to do was turn her camera on and everybody would have left her the fuck alone. Well, then don't bitch when somebody thinks you're somebody else, dude. You can't get mad at people for wrongly thinking you're somebody else when they can't see you. The fuck? Because there's a lot of similarities, honey bunch. There's a lot of similarities. But again, as time went on, I realized Thea's a lot dumber than you. Now, my friend, very hell-bent that you two are one and the same. Very hell-bent. Super hell-bent. No, this is my theory. My theory was that the Midnight account was ran by a few people. No, I thought Thea was involved. I didn't think she was. I didn't think he was Thea. I thought it was a shared account because you were always online. That I thought it was a shared account that Thea could be involved in. That was my theory. Now, my friend, the parody page, she thinks you're whole ass Thea. Whole ass. Whole ass. Now, in my head, that account is a dual account or a triple account or a quadruple account or whatever. Multi-use account that Thea may or may not have been involved in. But again, if you don't want to be called Thea so bad, turn your camera on or something. I don't fucking know. But again, you are dodging my question. Why did you go after my husband? Because that's the one you're not answering. Why'd you go after my husband? You keep trying to spin me and squirrel me, and usually it'll work, but it's not going to work this time. Why did you go after my husband? Why did you go after my husband? Why can't you answer a simple question? You were going after me because you got it on bad authority that I was going after you when I don't go on fucking Reddit because I don't understand it. And then you realized you were wrong, apparently, because you told Kim that you weren't going to go after me anymore. You told Bree you weren't going to go after me anymore. You rectified your ways. Cool. Perfect. Awesome. I'm glad that we could go to that. I did not. She did. I am not her, bro. I'm not her. To be fair, sometimes I think she's a little over here. And again, even let's say that me and the parody went after you, which I didn't. But let's say I did. Okay. Why did you go after my husband? Look, I know you're intelligent. Okay. You are eloquently spoken. You write well. Why can't you answer my question? Why did you bring in my husband? If you were pissed off that the parody was going full scale at you, And the fact that in the beginning, I did think it was fully 100% Thea. Okay? I did. Then you started writing more and speaking more, and I realized Thea's a dumb fuck. Anyway, regardless, let's say that in the beginning, I absolutely did think that. Why'd you go after my husband? What does my husband have to do with that? If you thought that me and her were going after you, because in the beginning I absolutely thought you were Thea, just full scale Thea, like not a multi-use account Thea. Why my husband? Why my husband? Why would you go real world on my husband? Why would you bring him up, which is none of your fucking business? Why would you scale something that's going to make him look bad that we could have not known a year and a half prior to make him look bad? What did he do to you? How did my husband get brought into it? What did he do to you to make you go after my husband? When you're saying that in the beginning, it was because me and Parody had a problem. Why go after him? Because look, as me and Bree, I'm sure you know this, me and Bree talked 2 weeks ago. And she said, she's left you alone. Can't you leave it be? And I'll leave it be. You do you. You go do whatever your little heart desires. Leave me the fuck out of it. I got fuck all to do with you. As you said, it's always been about fancy. So leave me the fuck alone. And you putting out a fucking video trying to make me look like I'm behind the Parody account when I fucking ain't. You know I fucking ain't. Good. So now she can answer my question. Why'd you go after my husband? We can be cool after this. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. I won't say nothing in your direction. You leave me alone, I'm cool. But since you popped up in here, and the reason, oh, by the way, has cheese, Crow, the reason why we're having this conversation is she put up a video about me. That's not leaving me alone, is it? When I get a video about me 3 hours ago, that's not leaving me alone, which is why I'm here talking about it right now. I wouldn't be here talking about it right now. Because she left me alone. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. She left me alone. She's finding another plaything. She's going back to fancy. Whatever. She left me alone. Fuck it. I don't care. And then she made a video making it look like I'm involved with Parody, which I'm not. She's been on my lives telling you that I'm not. Of what? What do you mean I spread rumors that Belle and you threatened Shelly? The fuck are you talking about? Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what you're talking about. I messaged the friend who shall not be named. And I said that Belle was going fucking crazy and was threatening Shelly. Is what I said. Yeah. Did you read the screenshots? Was I lying? I mean, maybe you didn't consider that a threat. I don't know. Contacting her minor children, a little weird. I believe the words were something along the lines of her business. She literally was talking about her business. Oh, geez, you want me to just pull it out of fucking nowhere? Jesus Christ. If I didn't have 9,000 in my phone, I would. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. In that message, it said your minor daughter has a OnlyFans. Her daughter's not a minor. But in that screenshot, it says your minor daughter has an OnlyFans. Only later did I find out she was not a minor. No, she had shown a bunch of shit. And apparently there was something about her fucking business. I gotta call my husband. You have it? Cool. Perfect. You have it. Send it to me. I will show it. Well, that's not how it looked on the fucking screenshot. Her daughter's not a minor. You're very correct. You're very correct. She's not. She explained that to me later. But she did say something along the lines of her business. And guess what? Her business has had a bunch of views since then. Way more than normal. Weird. What? Yeah. Okay, it's 3:30. I'm just calling to let you know. Lay bye. Yeah, I seen a bunch of screenshots. I wasn't exactly sure what the fuck I was seeing. All I know is one thing that I said was because she had said something about her business that she knew where the business, whatever the fuck it was, had to do with the word business. Yeah, her daughter's not a minor. She told me that later. And you still never answered why you brought my husband into it. Why will you not answer that? Because you know it was fucking wrong? You know what? Maybe she does lie a lot. And what I'm finding out is a lot of people lie a lot. Trust me, I'm finding that out. Hence the whole point of this live. Is a lot of people lie a lot. And then sit there and guilt trip me and make me feel like shit and hold everybody's fucking secrets and tell me I can't talk about this and I can't talk about that and keep me anonymous. Meanwhile, I'm over here getting fucking blamed for shit that I got fuck all to do with, and you fucking know it. But again, why'd you bring my husband into it? 10 minutes and 50 fucking times asked, why can't you answer? She did. She did absolutely. Well, in the beginning, she reached out to her because she thought she was being set up in the beginning. Now, I don't know how because I saw it down spiral real fucking quick. I saw it down spiral real fucking quick. And I don't know how the fuck it escalated or whose fault it was it escalated. That I couldn't tell you. There ain't what stuff? Not of my husband, there ain't. There ain't nothing of my husband. The fuck there is. Oh, some fucking stupid asses on Reddit who is their life's work to jerk off in a circle trying to sit there and say shit that ain't fucking true. There's a lot of shit on Reddit about me that ain't fucking true. A lot of shit that ain't fucking true. So why the fuck would you bring him in to a beef you have with me and put shitty things out there about him? That makes no sense. Listening to some jackoffs on Reddit, that's your plethora of truth, is to listen to some jackals on Reddit. There are not things out there. Oh, unless you want, and what you want to listen to fucking some bullshit on Reddit? You want to hear about whatever? You want to hear about the fact that my kid was fucking obsessed and stealing my husband's jewelry and trying to break up my marriage? I mean, like what? Why? No, why did you bring up my husband, period? Why'd you bring him up, period? Fine, you didn't lie. You alluded. Moot point. Why was he brought up? In general, why was he brought up? Why was he part of the conversation? That's what I want to know. Why was he brought up at all in general? Why? You have a problem with me? Have a problem with me. Why was he brought in at all? Also, not only that, but whoever the hell was in your ear saying that I was running pages and all this shit, I don't even know how to function Reddit. I have no idea how to fucking function Reddit. So you just listen to some jackholes be like, oh, she's going after you? And that was the bona fide truth? No. You don't get to deflect this shit. Why'd you bring up my husband? You're putting yourself on the internet right now. Now answer my fucking question. Why'd you bring up my husband? Why do you not have an answer for that? You wanted to take putting myself on the internet and take it real world and involve my family. So I want to know where the fuck you think it's acceptable to bring in my husband. Because me being online has fuck all to do with you attacking my family that is offline. No, you didn't say why. Because I'm on the internet? So fucking what? Yeah, I want the other answer to the question. Yeah, she apologized that what she did could have been taken that way. Cool. I said, after tonight, we're cool. We're cool. Tonight, after this, look, we're having a conversation. We're having a civil conversation. We're cool after tonight. We're cool. You brought my family in this. My husband is not online. My husband is not an online personality. I am. So why would you bring my husband into it? What? Because he goes on my lives every now and then? So the fuck what? So the fuck what? He does not go and put himself out there. He does not do lives all the time like I do. Every now and then he talks and I talks over there or I bring him on here for a minute. So what? Where does that give you any right to not only bring him up, but to allude something awful? You said that all of this started because of Fancy. So why didn't you just stay in your fucking lane? The only reason that I ever went after you is because after I left Fancy, all of a sudden, next thing I know, I am all over your fucking YouTube. All over it. You went after me, which is why I'm like, oh, gee, who the fuck is this? Well, Thea's got a problem with me. Then I got in my ear. You're mad that me and the parody went after you? I wouldn't know who the fuck you are if you weren't making posts and fucking videos on me, dude. I did not have any idea who you were until I started being posted. That's a crock of shit. Until all of a sudden I'm seeing that I'm being recorded on my lives and being posted on YouTube. You came after me. So yeah, I'm going to try to figure out who the fuck it is. And at the moment, Thea had a fucking Jones for me. And you literally went from going after Fancy, which you could have continued doing, no offense, Fancy. You could have continued doing that. But for some reason, unbeknownst, you started going after me. And now you're mad because I tried to figure out who you were for going after me? Make it make fucking sense, dude. You didn't know me wondering who you were if you were not going after me to begin with. Take some fucking accountability. You went after me for no fuck all reason. None. Did say what? Who are you talking to? Oh, wait, you're talking to her. Okay. Let's see, what the fuck are you talking about? And again, for the umpteenth time, you have not explained to me why you brought my husband into it. You had a problem with me for having a problem with you. Let's be clear. You came after me, got mad that I was trying to figure out who the fuck was going after me. So on top of going after me, you got mad about it and then brought my husband into it. The fuck? Where did you answer me, dude? Did I miss it? Because the whole chat's being like, I don't know. Because we put ourselves on the internet? He don't put himself on the internet. I do. Which is why you went after me, apparently. For whatever fucked up reason, whatever. He does not put himself on the internet, so why did you bring him up? Would you like, with all the fucking shit stirring you do, would you like if I found out who you were and just decided to bring your fucking husband into it because you ran your mouth online? No, you'd be like, why are you bringing up my husband? Exactly. My husband did nothing to you because according to the screenshots that I seen with you and Kim, you went after me because you said I was going after you. Cool. Fine. Whatever. That's fine. I was going after you because you went after me, but whatever. Potatoes, potatoes. What did he do to you? What did he do to you? Because supposedly you went after me because I went after you for going after me, but that's fine. What did he do to you, though? That's what I got to know. What did he do to you to make you go after him? That's what you're not answering. He did nothing to you. Ever. He did nothing to you. You supposedly left Fancy alone and went after me because you felt I went after you for going after me. But whatever. At least that's a semi-valid statement. Okay, well, you felt you were being gone after, so you went after me again. But whatever. What did he do? What did he do to you to be brought up? What did he do? All right, cool. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're fine. You keep me out of your mouth, I'll keep you out of mine. And take your fucking post down on YouTube too, because you know I ain't fucking parody. So stop insinuating I am. You love to allude. Take the shit down on YouTube. Leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. There we go. I wouldn't even have brought any of that up tonight had there not been a fucking video in my direction again. I don't have videos up saying you're Thea. I don't talk about you on my page, dude. And you know what? Here, if you find one on my page, tag it. If there is one, because I won't say, maybe there's something I don't know about. Tag it. July 19th. What, the one on YouTube? I was talking about Thea in that one. No, I was mainly talking about Thea. I'll put a fucking connotation on the bottom. And you have this whole live right here of me saying, you know what, cool. All right. I'm monetized. And there was more things I talked about there than that. I will literally gladly go put a comment on that video. Not to mention, you have this whole video. I will title it for you. I will title it for you so that you can come back and enjoy it at your leisure. Exposing Midnight. And therefore, you have it right in with my beautiful face. I will literally title it Exposing Midnight. That way, you know that if you ever need to show that of whatever I said, it's right there. But you know I'm not parody. You know I'm not. So why would you allude that I am? You know I'm not. Then leave it up. I'm monetized. You ain't. You ain't going to fuck with my income. I talked about a lot more on that live than that. And I am more than willing to go back and make a comment on there so that people understand. And I'm sitting here having this whole thing right now, trying to be a decent person. Really? 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 That's what you said? Really? You said all you said was I was friends with her, right?
If you do see anything, you can go ahead and hit our inbox, or you can send it to the parody account, and that's all we're going to say about it anymore. Does that make sense?
Well, guys, I just see apparently that the crime parodies in here. As you can see, everything it's obviously not us.
So
It's occupied.
That's a weird thing to say, considering no one said anything about
the
that.
person behind Crime Talk News Parody TikTok is not Ryan. I talk to that person almost on a daily fucking basis.
They've come into the live while my hands are busy.
No, it's not
By the
titled
way,
that.
The person that posted it is not the parody account. They made that name so that I would get pissed.
Why would that make you pissed, Ryan? No, that's not what it's titled. It's titled Ryan Court, Fancy Shelley, and the parody page. It alludes that all of us are the parody page. No, it does not say connecting us. It says Ryan Court, Fancy Shelley, and the parody page. That is saying Ryan, Fancy, Shelley, Courtney, and the parody page. And you are more than trying to show that I was in there on it. Matter of fact, from what I've seen from fucking screenshots on Reddit, I supposedly got in the account too. Fine. You know what? Keep it up. Go into YouTube and change it to connecting them to the parody, and I'll be great. Because if that's the truth, I am connected to it. I am connected. I know the person who did it. Absolutely. If you want to show how we are all connected to her, feel free. That's fair. That's fair. But when you put in Ryan, Fancy, Courtney, Shelly, and the parody page, if you are saying Shelly's the parody page and you have Ryan, Fancy, and Courtney with Shelly, then you are alluding that we are all the parody page. So a better title could be connecting Ryan, Courtney, and Fancy to Shelly, the parody page. You're well spoken. I'm sure you understand this. But while we're at it, should we list everybody that knows about the parody page and who runs it? Because there's about a dozen other people. And honestly, as for supporting it, we've actually told her to calm down. She don't. I've also been reaming her a new asshole for the fact of all the fire it's brought on me. When I was reached out to and had to hold a secret, yet again, and be all fucking anonymous with shit so that she wouldn't get her ass in a sling for overstepping boundaries. Because that's who I am as a friend, hold everybody's secrets, you know? So yeah, I knew who she was. Bree is telling everyone that 3 people have access to the parody account and all 3 use it. No. Not me, anyway. And as far as I know, the parody's always been 1. I got umpteen thousand fucking messages from her. Because every day it is another video and Thea. Every day. All day. Trust me. No. I don't have access to it. No. No clue. I don't need, why would I need to do that, bro? I'm right here. That's stupid. That's stupid. She's told you. I've told you. Shit, you don't think by now she would have thrown me under the bus? With all the shit that's going on, you think she wouldn't have thrown my ass under the bus if I was? And I don't even talk to Courtney. So what? It's me, Shelly, and me, Shelly, and Fancy, according to you guys. Come the fuck on. Me and Fancy come out here full face. She wants to hide. You hide. There's no difference. Everybody wants to be fucking anonymous and all this shit. Nobody's got the fucking cojones to come out with their face, including her. Fucking including her, including you. Including you. No, I don't think all the stuff she does is right. We've been having numerous fucking conversations on that. She thinks everybody is Thea, not just you. Trust me. She thinks everybody's Thea. Everybody. You are not the only person. She thinks Bella's Thea too. She thinks you are. She thinks Belle is. She thinks Dawn is, I think. She thinks everybody is. She's got a Jones for Thea that we don't quite understand. That ain't us. Every problem that I've ever had with that woman, I have said with my full face on here. And honestly, if she'd stop making videos in my fucking direction, I would leave her alone. Every time I bring her up, it's because she puts a video up of me. If she'd stop putting videos in my direction, dude, trust me, same thing. You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. You leave me alone, I leave you alone. If she would stop making videos in our fucking direction, she would not be a fucking thought. She's irrelevant. And what? Why the fuck does Brie care about the fucking parody page? The fuck? Trust me, if I would have known months ago that she was gonna, again, can't see in the fucking future. Thought she was gonna make a couple videos and be done. I only have one question. And this, honestly, this is to any of these motherfuckers involved. Any of them. If what you are doing is right, why are you hiding? If what you are doing, if what you believe, if you fully believe with your full chest that what you are doing is exposing Fancy, and you feel that what you are doing is right, why are you hiding? And as for the parody, why is she hiding? Why are all these people hiding? If you are going to go after somebody for whatever reason, if what you're doing is right, there's no reason to hide. Okay. Cool. So why does Anonymous stay anonymous? I don't know. So let me ask you this. If Midnight is being anonymous because she's exposing things and being the good in the world, isn't the parody doing the same thing? They're trying to expose Thea. They're staying anonymous because they're trying to expose Thea. And you're staying anonymous because you want to expose Fancy. What's the difference? What is the difference? Personally, I don't know why anybody's hiding. I've never felt the need to hide. I don't need to hide. I don't need to hide. I don't understand people that do. I just don't. No, I can see everything you're writing. You're there. It says, did I get muted? No. So now you guys think you're anonymous level. No, except that you have not exposed one truth about me. LOL. Again, yeah, no reason to bring my husband into it, but we're still not acknowledging that, apparently. Because she thinks Thea's Midnight. I didn't say it. Again, I don't think, and this is my view, I don't think Midnight is right for exposing Fancy. I don't think Parody's right for exposing Midnight. I don't think anybody needs to be exposed. That's just me. She thinks that Midnight is Thea. That is a problem you can take up with her. She's the one that thinks it. God, my leg hurts. If you have a problem with her, you know where to find her. Go message her TikTok. Have a conversation. Hell, go live. Invite her. She'll probably talk to you. I have no idea. No, matter of fact, speaking of, I got all the screenshots of Chocolate Sunrise throwing Thea under the Midnight bus too. So go be mad at Chocolate Sunrise because she thinks it's Thea too. I got those screenshots. which I tried showing until she hit me with a privacy violation. She said that Thea's midnight too. So go be mad at her. You know, the one that, Brie modded. She thinks it too. Yes. With screenshots and facts. Mm-hmm. Absolutely did one on Sarah because she literally grifted somebody out of money. That was fact. Mm-hmm. I see where you're going with this. I'm not stupid. Huh? Wait, what? Saying you guys are what? I am so confused. I will give you that. I will give you the fact that she does not use facts. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. We've had this conversation. She tries to lay it all out, and I'm like, okay, but trust me. I cannot control her. I am not her. I'm not in her head. I see the things you see. Trust me. All right, hold on. I will go look. Hold on. That's my inbox. Because I love when people try to say things about people that isn't necessarily true. So hold on. No, she made a video, and this is exactly why you got to look shit up. She made a video with the screenshot of the connecting Ryan Shelley Fancy in court to the parody account. So again, if you're saying Shelley's the parody account, connecting Ryan Shelley Fancy in court to the parody account, that looks like you're saying we are it. So what Pink did was said, you're not that good, are you? Ryan and Fancy have nothing to do with the parody account, but you keep on with your conspiracies, is what it says. No, that is not what she said. It says we are not. The pink part is hers. Look, again, I have fuck all to do with any of this. You're bringing me in for fuck all reason. Not to throw Fancy under the bus. Sorry, Fancy. Your problem is with her, not with me. Okay? Your problem is with Parody, who again is not me. Go get in her fucking TikTok messenger and go fucking rail at her. Because she's a grown-ass woman who makes stupid fucking choices, and you can feel free to tell her that. Go ahead. And from what I understand, she hasn't even made a video in a few days. She was thinking about walking away, from what I'm understanding. Because I just railed at her here. I'll fucking read you the message. You've been a good friend to me, and I won't deny that, but for 6+ months, I've been taking slack for your stuff, and I'm really, really done. She says, it won't fucking matter. I haven't posted in a week, and they keep coming up with shit. It doesn't matter if I was to disappear or shout my name out loud and proud. They don't care. I said, like, really done, right? But in the meantime, I'm taking the blame. So, yeah, it does matter. It matters I got drug into this shit, and I'm being blamed. I would never let someone do this to you. And then she was going on and on about how she was thinking about coming clean, but there's issues why she can't. And then I said, never mind. Yeah. And there's all those messages because we keep saying, no, we think it's so and so. No, we think it's so and so. No, we think it's so and so. And so she gets mad because she really, 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 really believes that Thea is Midnight. We cannot steer her wrong. So if you have a problem with that, go talk to her. That's all I can tell you to do, dude. I'm not her. I don't get in her account. I don't share the same sentiments. I'm not sure why we keep getting brought up because we know who she is. So the fuck what? So the fuck what? Lots of people know who she is. Lots of people. Thank you, Janie. There's a lot of people that know who the hell she is. Go take it up with her. And if you're gonna drag me or Courtney or Fancy, because we know lots of people know, go drag them too. And should I go drag Bree and Has Cheese because they know who you are? It's the same fucking sentiment. Yeah. Ashley knows who she is too. So there you go. I mean, if that's the case, what we should do? Something, Midnight and connecting Crow and Bree and Harley to Midnight. And so they're your friends. They got fuck all to do with this. Just like she's my friend and I got fuck all to do with it. And so what? I know who she is. Oh no. Yeah, because again, to reiterate again, I had a theory that it was a multi-use account that Thea was involved in. Would you like me to read you those messages? Because I can read you those messages too. We've done a fucking million of them. We've talked about the fact of quite a few different fucking people. Figured it was a multi-use fucking account. God, there's a lot of fucking messages. Jesus Christ. Here she is. Hell, I would go ahead and put in there that Belle is involved. Now she's on the, it's Belle and Thea. So now it's not just Thea. Now you're Belle and Thea. Yeah, Thea knows who she is too. So yell at Thea. Thea knows. Thea knows. Fuck, yell at her too. She knows. I mean, if we're going to start just yelling about everybody who knows, yell at Thea. Thea knows. All right. I honest to God question. Can you clear something up for me? Honest to God question. Not being facetious. Honest to God question. So if Midnight is Midnight, okay. And you know where I'm going with this, Crow. You know where I'm going with this. Originally, when Belle wrote the Dramatica, Belle was involved with Midnight. And Belle was a part of Midnight. And then I guess Belle ran away. And Midnight did Midnight things. And then Belle was back. So this is why we have this idea that it is a multi-use account. Because people who know Belle have said that Belle has been with, worked with, part of Midnight. So, excuse me for being fucking confused. Because yet again, I got reached out to by people that I did not fucking know again. To be told that, oh, Thea's not Midnight, but Belle was Midnight at some point. And obviously you know who the hell Belle is because you talk about Belle. So I'm, again, fucking confused. Then where does Belle come in this? Because Belle is contacting Fancy now. Your friend told me that Belle was involved in some capacity with Midnight. Your friend told me that Belle was involved with Midnight and Crafton, Belle and Crafton, whoever the fuck that is, I don't know the guy, were involved with Midnight. So did I just get spun that fucking story too? Because look, honestly, well, there you go. Thank you. That's not how it was exactly said to me. It was more like they co-ran to some capacity. And then Belle left. And then Belle came back. I don't understand why all these people come to me with their fuckery and their fucking weirdness. I didn't ask for any of these motherfuckers to come to me. I did not ask for Christy, for Tori, for Brandy, for Dawn, for Titania, for Natasha, for any of y'all, for Shelly. All y'all fucking found me. I didn't ask for any of this shit. I didn't know any of these people. I never knew any of these people. You and your friends came to me. I'm talking to Cheese. I'm talking to Crow. You and your friends came to me. I did not know who any of you were. Matter of fact, again, it was because you guys were all called Ryan Dick Riders and you all had a problem with Midnight. And you all were going to go find out who Midnight was. So they came to me, telling me all this shit about how they were going to find out who Midnight was, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know them ass in my fucking hand. What do you mean, nope? Fuck you mean, nope? I've barely talked to you, to be fair. But I've talked to your other two friends at length for hours. And I know what the fuck they've told me. Well, that's what they were called. Maybe not you, but that's what they were called. So why did you go off with them then? I'm confused. Why did you go off with them then? There's two crows, and I'm not sure which one she is. I'd have to go back and look. I didn't ask for your friends to come find me. I didn't ask for your friends to come find me. I didn't ask for Shelly to find me. I didn't ask for any of the fucking Blanchards and their crew to find me. I get pulled into all of this fucking fuckery. For what? Because I got fuck all to do with any of it. If you could call it an apology, what I didn't get is an answer as to why she brought my husband into it. Couldn't fucking answer that. You know why? Because you know you're fucking wrong. And oh, because there was things out on Reddit. So what? Rise above, bitch. There's a lot of things on Reddit, and you still didn't need to bring my husband into it. Pick something off of Reddit to go after me for. Just because you read something on the internet doesn't mean you need to perpetuate the situation. Regardless, whatever's on the internet, you don't need to bring in my husband who did fuck all to you. He did nothing to you. There was no reason to bring him in at all. You guys argue amongst yourselves. I will be back in about 3 minutes. It's 4:15, and I have to go get my husband up. Look at that. It only took 2 minutes. No, apparently she fucked off into fuck off land, I guess. I don't know. Pretty much. Luckily, we get to change topics because my husband's getting ready to come into this room, and Lord knows I'm not going to talk about this in front of him. He's already been in enough of this shit that he doesn't need to be brought into. I do not understand for the life of me how the fuck I got drugged into all this shit. I didn't ask for none of these fuckers to involve me in this shit. All I did was when these fucking assholes came to me, hold their fucking secrets. If you don't believe me, you can go back a couple other lives where I was freaking crying about the fact I'm tired of holding everybody's fucking secrets. This is exactly why. For what? To be thrown under the fucking bus because other people are cunts? Because other people are stupid and make stupid ass decisions and come seek me out, and therefore I'm guilty by association because they sought me out? That's fucking right. Of course I fucking know them. They fucking sought me out. The fuck was I supposed to do? Block them. Sorry if you guys haven't noticed for the past 3 fucking years. I'm not really good at that because I like to give everybody a chance. I like to let everybody be heard. See what it gets me? So yeah, guilty by association from people who pull fuckery, pull me in, tell me to hold their names and make sure I don't say anything. Meanwhile, fuckery ensues. Ryan's to blame. Perfect. Was that the goal the whole time? Probably. Let's be real. Probably. Get me involved enough that I know what the hell's going on and then blame me for it all. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to play victim here for a minute. So I'm the bad guy for trying to figure out who the fuck was going after me. Cool. Got that. Cool. I'm the bad guy for that. Yeah. I'm the bad guy because other people decided to make stupid fucking choices, but I'm the bad guy. Cool. Perfect. Great.
Well, I do hope indeed I am not fucked. So I
Why?
cannot find my new headset.
Oh, Jesus. Check some pants, babe. Check some pants.
I need to check the pants I was wearing that day. Check the shirt I was wearing that day.
Well, this is why we should have got you a big headset. Those are too easy to lose.
Here's my pen I had that day. I gotta check the car as well.
Well, go check the car then.
Big fat nope on a rope. Where is everything? That times. Check my duffel bag too.
I would help you look, but I don't know where to look. Yeah, well, I just bought this fucking headset, and I cannot afford to buy another one, so I really hope he finds it. I just got him this headset, dude. I am praying to God he finds it. He has to have a headset for work, and I do not have the money to buy another one right now. I should have never got him a small headset. They're easy to lose.
Where are your keys?
They're on the. Did you find them? Okay. Where's your keys? Where are your keys? Find your keys. Use them. No, to be fair, it is one of those tiny little fucking headbutt. Like, it's tiny. I mean, it'd be easy to lose. That wasn't him. That was the dog banging against the door. Well, where was it?
In that area underneath the radio.
Okay, thank God, babe. Thank God. All right. Well, when are we leaving? Because I gotta take you to work.
In like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, just let me know. Yeah, it's a noise canceling one, and you can either have the big headset or you can have like the one. It wraps around. It's literally this big, dude. It's like it's so tiny. Let me see it. He's gonna show you.
Charging.
Oh, it's charging. It's literally like this big. Like, it's so easy to fucking lose. Yeah. It's like so easy to lose. So
Charging. They're not charging.
yeah, it's like so easy to lose, and he loses stuff regardless. But
I used to lose my big headsets.
so him losing
Welcome
a bit,
to ADHD.
him losing a little headset. Yeah, we probably need to get it a fucking tile. Like,
Probably needed a Bluetooth helmet.
he needs a Bluetooth helmet. He says.
To stop myself from falling down and hitting my head.
Hey, he's clumsy. To be fair, a helmet might be good for him. He's clumsy.
Hell, 2 weeks into owning a motorcycle, I wrecked the son of a bitch.
He did. Oh,
Oh my god.
what? What's up? Pepper, I'm done petting you. Christ. I've been petting you.
I don't know. I feel like I'm forgetting shit.
Okay, let's do the check. Where's your wallet?
In my pocket.
Where's your vape?
In my hand.
Where's your headset?
Right here on top of my vape battery's charging.
Where's your water bottle?
In the car or in the truck.
Where's your vape juice?
Right here next to my vape.
Your iPad's in your hand.
iPad's in my hand, notebook's in my hand.
He's got it
he
all.
sent
He's
me
good.
a link to start my thing, so I'm checking this so I can create a character on there.
To be fair, it wasn't the tires weren't super great, and he took a turn.
It was the brakes. I had the front brakes tightened, but the rear brakes weren't tightened enough.
And then the front tire was bald, and then he hit a patch of gravel on top of it. He was turning.
Yeah.
He was turning. He was a new driver, and I don't know if that would have saved him, to be honest.
A
He was driving.
sharp curve, and I didn't see it till I was right up on it. So I hit my brakes, but my back brakes didn't engage properly, and my front tire was bald.
And so he spilled out on the
So,
gravel.
Yeah, it threw me about 5 feet, and then I tumbled and tumbled and.
Yeah.
busted
So, I
up
mean,
my bike
honestly,
and-
I don't even know if him being a more experienced driver would have even solved it. I mean, maybe, but
It would have, because I would have known to have my back brakes tightened more, and I would have known that front tire had to be changed.
yeah, I didn't even know the brakes were a thing. I remember you bringing that up last time we talked about, but I don't remember the brakes being a thing.
Yep, the brakes were a thing. Mike told me.
Oh, okay.
Big bro Mike.
Oh, so we just found this out.
No, I knew this.
Oh, big. Oh, okay. Well,
I
I
knew
guess
this
I
the
didn't.
entire time. I think I mentioned it like twice before.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, when I hit both brakes, only my front brakes activated because I wasn't pressing hard enough on my rear brakes.
Okay.
So
My-
only the front brakes activated. So when I hit my brakes, my front tire went like
Yeah.
that, and it threw me.
My boyfriend laid his bike down on a sharp curve due to his brakes locking up,
Yeah, that's what happened.
and then plus there was gravel, so that didn't help.
No, there was no gravel.
No, you told me there was gravel. I remember there
There
being
was
gravel.
slight gravel.
You told me there was because you even showed because we went down there and you're like, look, here's where it was, and there was gravel from that driveway had spilled out. Yes, there was. That was the whole thing that you had told me to begin with was, oh my god, I spun out on gravel on a curve.
Yep, and it threw me. And I went.
Well, not too far. I mean, like throwing through him. It wasn't
Went to
going
the
that fast.
hospital, had 147 X-rays.
And we're still paying it off, and we'll be paying it off for the next 5 years.
No broken bones, but they didn't do an MRI on my shoulders or anything, and they missed my hyperextended tendons.
Yeah, we were. So it was the stupidest thing ever. So we go to claim it on our car insurance. They tell us this is not even legal. They were like, you have rider insurance, you don't have driver insurance. I'm like, you have to have driver's insurance. That's the whole point. You have to be insured by the driver. They're like, no, you have rider's insurance. We're not covering it. So they give us some other fucking type of copay thing. I don't even know what happened. Like something took care of something, but we had a bill left. And so we tried to fight it with the insurance to cover the rest of the bill. And they're like, no. So eventually I won't pay it. So eventually they send me a breakdown of all the bills, and literally I could have paid it off for like $600, like piece by piece, but I lost all of them. I don't know where to this day, we have cleaned the house and I still haven't found them. So they must have got thrown out on an accident. Well, we didn't pay it. And then last year they were like, hey, you're going to fucking pay this. And I'm like, no, the fuck we ain't. They're like, yes, the fuck you are. So I'm paying them $25 a month for the next 5 years. I said, you can't bleed a turnip. I said, you can have $25 a month. I don't know what to tell you. I can't afford anything else other than that. I got enough fucking bills.
And then I almost shot my thumb off.
Yeah, then he was doing something and he took a freaking, was it circular
I
saw?
was using my table saw.
Table
as
saw.
the wood jumped,
Yeah.
and it threw my thumb right into the blade.
We'll have that urgent care staple suture.
It was.
What are they called?
Stitches.
Stitch. We'll have that paid off in another 2 months. That happened last year.
I was like half a millimeter
Yeah, it was
from
bad.
the fucking bone on my thumb. I got lucky on that one.
He's a truck driver. No, he was just building something at the house, and the wood jumped, and it got his thumb. I mean, it was split pretty bad. It really was. And they needed a lot of
She
stitches.
kept looking at it saying, "Oh, you don't need nothing. You don't."
Well,
need
until he
nothing."
pulled it open because you had it really closed, and
Yeah.
I'm like, that's nothing, bitch. Suck it
'Cause
up.
I did what I was supposed to do.
He held it shut,
I wrapped it with paper towel and I
and he
put a
pushed
lot
it.
of pressure to it.
And then when they went to look at it, they opened it up, and it was deep. It was deep.
It was all the way
So-
to the nail.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So they had to stitch him up, and we should have that paid off in the next, depending either this month or in 2 months, depending on how much I can pay on it. So we were paying that one off, we're paying the motorcycle accident off, and plus all the other fucking bills.
All right, we'll wrap it up.
All right, y'all. I got to go take him to work. So I will see you lovelies tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out. I'm sorry for everything no, he's local. He's like, you're not even regional. You're local, right? I mean, you're home every day. That's local, right?
I'm local regional.
Yeah. He like goes far, but he comes home the same day. Like
I do a specific account and I'm home every day.
yeah, he goes to like South Carolina usually.
Yeah, or
Or Ohio.
North.
Yeah. So Sorry for everybody that had to witness all of that, but I feel like maybe something possibly, I don't know. It's either going to get better or it's going to get worse. Shocker. Yeah, I used to go, I went with him to a lot of different states too. So I don't know what this accomplished, if anything, but at least I finally got to say something, I guess, because this has been going on over a year. So I'm, at least I got to say something. So he'll either get better or worse, whatever. I'm used to it at this point. But I appreciate everybody that was here. And I hope y'all have a good night. I'm going to go take him to work. So I will see y'all later.